Hello, collective of goodwill. Welcome back. This is Fresh Coffee Tarot, and this is going to be a love reading for the collective. And before we begin, let's clear the energy, and then we'll get into the cards here, and I'll explain what we got. So I bought this. This is a tarot reader online named Intuitive Kev, and I found him while I was going through my divorce, and I think he's a great reader. I found him very inspirational. I love his readings, and he had an oracle deck, and I always wanted this, and so I finally got it. Apparently, a lot of people use them. I know he does, and I'm going to use it for the first time. Um, I personally love tarot more than oracle, but oracle is a great place to start, and so since I got it, I want to use it. And so far, I've liked it. I think it's actually pretty good. Um, so, and he writes you a really nice message when you buy one, and he's been very successful on it. So I would say support him, and I would highly recommend this. So let's go ahead and begin with this, and then we'll get a simple oracle for every Kipperish, and then we'll go with tarot. And what we'll do is we'll find your energy first, and then we'll find out who's in your energy. Okay, because I want you to know what you're giving off. All right, so let's see what we got here. All these cards have been shuffled and cleared. Let's draw 4 oracle cards. We have thoughts. You're thinking of love. There's a mature woman, so this could be a man attracted to a mature woman, or this could be a mature woman affecting your love life. It could be your mom. It could be an overbearing woman. It could be a woman who gives you advice. Maybe she gives you bad advice. You never know when it comes to that. So there's a mature woman here. Ending. Something could have ended. And that's hard for you, right? And last but not least, maybe your mother or this mature woman got in the way of your relationship. That happens too. And finally, we have third party stitch. So, there's always those jealous friends. And I'm going to tell you what I'm just kind of getting, right? I really think if we read this story, this is probably what happened. Okay, I'm going to put it in the way that I think the story goes. These two are separate here, but you had some friends talking crap about the person you were dating. And then you had this person who's this mature woman who doesn't understand boundaries in a relationship. And that led to an ending, and you're thinking about that. And you don't know if you made the right decision. And I don't know what to tell you. We'll see what the tarot says. But let's draw a simple oracle. These also have been shuffled and cleared. And let's see what they say for each of the cards. The third party. When we say creative, I want to say that this party was very good in creating problems for you. But I think these are either friends or family or people you're close to, and you confide in them, and they didn't really help the situation. Okay? Then we have the mature woman. And, I can't say if the mature woman really liked the person you were in a relationship with or not. What I can tell you is that when someone doesn't give their full support, what they sometimes do is create doubt. And I think that they made comments that created doubt in you, and eventually you left. Let's see what happened in this ending. So the ending could have been based on a lie here, or the thing that the person you're with could have been dating multiple people. We won't know until we get into the tarot. And I think this is what you're thinking, right? This is why you kind of have these thoughts like, should I have broken up with them? Were they really? I didn't really have any proof. Yeah, you're bored, patient, overthinking. So I really think that this third party and this mature woman really got into your business. And you just kind of let them. And if I were to say anything to you, I would say you need to learn boundaries. You need to learn that when you're in a relationship, there's two people, you and the other person. Or if it's a throuple or whatever, more. But usually it's you, the other person, and if you're religious, usually the Holy Spirit, right? That's kind of, But this is what I think happened. These people got involved in the relationship because they said this person was cheating on you. And now you're like, were they? Should I have listened to them? And we will see what we got. So let's do some tarot first. Let's do you first. Let's see what your love energy is giving off. Okay? If you like this tarot deck, I know people put it in the link, but I just like to show the boxes. It's so much easier. It is the Modern Tarot. I really like this one. I love minimalist stuff. Okay, let's see what we got for you. You feel you're carrying everything by yourself. I don't necessarily know that the person in the relationship, we won't know until we get over here, but you really felt like you were carrying the load of this relationship. And maybe that's what led you to believe this. But I don't know if the person you're with, it isn't always cheating. What if the person was just emotionally immature or mentally immature, right? What if they were raised that way? And that's not an excuse, but at least it's not making your head filled with these things, right? People can change, but not always. Ace of Wands. You are carrying all this, and you're hoping that if you let it go, that it will bring in a new love or a new chance with this ex. That's really what I'm getting here. There is someone coming towards you. I just don't know how serious it is. They know that you are separated from whoever this is. But I don't know that you're willing to accept them. Because I think that this... Okay, so when we talk about fire energy, passion, creativity, sexual energy, do I think you're going to have that towards this Page of Cups? Yes. But you're also going to have it towards your ex or whoever this relationship was. Okay? I don't know. Like I said, tarot isn't gender, but you're attracting somebody for the fact that you're single and you ended a cycle. So it doesn't necessarily, it was always the right decision, but when something ends, something else begins, right? We always say that. When one door closes, one door opens. I don't do reversals. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You're trying to go towards focusing on building your stuff, but the universe... You're just attracting things, and what you're really giving off, right? Because here's the thing, you're thinking about love, and the universe is trying to help you out. It's really trying to help you out, but you can try to distract yourself all you want, but I guarantee you that, I mean, you're not going to get away from love. Like, I think you're just, whether you're youthful, you're just in this part of your life, this phase of your life, no matter your age, where you want love, and I think you really put a lot of stock into this, and so we're going to have to see this when we get over here. The Emperor. This is what you're hoping to attract from this. You understand that sexual energy can attract, like, right? The song, the milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Something they're mine because it's better than yours. I can keep you, but I have to charge, whatever. I can't remember that song. But that song's coming to mind. You have no problem attracting people sexually. What you can't attract is a person of quality. And that's what you want. That's the Emperor. That's what you're hoping to do here. Not only do you want an Emperor, you want a man or a woman who is emotionally available. And it's not that you don't want baggage, but you want someone who's worked through their problems. This is really what you want. You want stability. I'm waiting for more pentacles to show up. But I think you're so afraid that you're always on the defensive. You only know how to do it your way. You only know how to open up to things that you're familiar with. And oftentimes when we open up to things we're familiar with, we open up to things, we tend to date people that are like our mom and dad, whether we like it or not. And that's not talking about the Oedipus or the Electra complex. This is about your parents are your first role models, and we tend to fall in love with men and women that mirror that behavior that our parents modeled. And you're tired of attracting the wrong people. And so even if these came towards you, you would struggle to believe that it's real or that you're deserving of it. And the reason you do that is because you've had the Ten of Swords in your back. You have definitely been betrayed. At least this feels like betrayal. I don't know if it is. Tarot is saying, because here's the thing about tarot, right? I could say you've been betrayed, but what if this third party, right? These third party stitches, whoever these friends were, or people that said he was doing something, and this mature woman put so many negative ideas in your head, you just believe that he or she was cheating. And guess what? When you think of tarot, it's going to come off as this, but it may not be. It could be the manipulation of these people. So this is where tarot gets very tricky, because and that's where the reader really has to discern that this is what you're giving off, but it may not be. So the question is, do you go back? I can't say that until we get into his energy. I'm going to do one more roll, and then we're going to go to his or her energy. But you felt betrayed. There was always conflicts with you two. Y'all were always fighting in this relationship. I don't know if you were fighting with who was right. I don't know if you were fighting about this stuff. But the thing was, it was equal. At least this person gave you a voice, but y'all were always fighting. You wanted calmer waters. So I think partly you left this relationship not just because of what was told to you, because you were done. You were so tired of fighting. You were done fighting. And now you have to make a choice. Do you go back or do you go forward? Do you go towards what could possibly be coming? I mean, a page is not going to be love, but here's the thing, right? Some people say they're just the F boys, F girls. But here's the thing. If you invest enough in someone, maybe that can turn into a king, right? Or an emperor. But you have to be willing to put the effort. And I'm not saying you should start here if you got these, but that doesn't also mean that it's going to work out with these either. They just mean these have more of the qualities that you want, right? Because you not only do they have to be emotionally and mentally and available and mature and be mature, you have to be all those things too. Okay. And then finally, yeah. Man, heartache. Wow, this reading is... I love tarot. I think tarot is spot on. Tarot is one of those things that it just reads... It reads truth with like a hybrid T. Because it's not always necessarily a capital T, but it's more than just a small t. It's a hybrid because there's so much truth into it, but you've got to figure out where that truth should be applied and how it's applied. That's the hard part. So you've got some people coming. You're obviously a very attractive person. You obviously, you're grounded, but you don't know how to quit attracting this type, and you want this, but you're so afraid of it. You've been backstabbed, but this relationship, it had to end. I would say, if anything, it had to end because you were fighting. But I don't know if you were just fighting over this or y'all fought over everything. That I don't know. But you really have to make a decision. Do you want to spend time with yourself, or do you want to try to work with, like, go into another relationship because your heart's still hurting? It's still hurting. Okay? This third-party snitch, these could be your friends, or they could be people that supposedly were with this person. I don't know. But your heart is hurting. And I don't necessarily know that it's good to jump into a relationship or do something with somebody. You don't have to be fully healed, but you at least have to know that you're not trying to use it to mask the pain. You have to feel that pain, process that pain, and make sure that you can walk upright. Okay? All right, let's see what we got with the other person. Who was this other person in this relationship? Let's do the Winnie the Pooh. I just like this one. This was a Kickstarter one. I don't know if you can... I think you still get it, but it's a new version of it. Let's see what we got. Who is this other person? He was an Ace of Swords. This guy came in, or girl came in, and helped you overcome a lot of problems in life. They just were like a fresh of breath air to you. That's who this person was. They made you not feel alone. There was a lot of togetherness. And they really made you feel like you could conquer the world. This person really made you kind of hopeful in the sense that they gave the sense that they could do anything and be anything. And you liked that about this person. You really did. Yeah. So notice the sword energy. So here's the problem with the sword. There's two problems. The swords are ideas, are up in the air, right? So they sound great when you say them. You can also use the sword to defend yourself. So this person kept you from harm, made you feel safe, was a protector. But here's the other problem with the swords. How do you bring them into reality? So you notice that in this other reading, we had, and I'm going to show this again because it's important, we had a King of Cups, and then we had an Emperor. Okay, I want you to see this. So what that means is, this person was not grounded. They made tons of promises, but didn't fulfill anything. And I think that you were trying to build a future with this. And the more, that's probably what the magician was. And the more that you tried to ground them, they felt restricted. They felt like you were holding them back. They rebelled because they're not used to being someone who, this is probably someone who would start something and not finish it. And they rebelled against you. And I think that's where the conflict came in. I really do. And you felt like you were carrying this whole relationship. And maybe they did cheat. I don't know. But we're going to do another row of what went wrong. And then we're going to see about another row of who's coming in. Maybe two. Okay. What did they do wrong? This person was constantly, as much as they promised you the world, they'll take care of you, they were always putting themselves first. This is the other Five of Wands again. They were always fighting because they were putting themselves first. This is the Hanged Man with the Hanged Bear. They saw things from a different point of view, but here's the problem. They thought they were sayers but never doers. And at some point you have to come down from this tree and try to implement this way of life. And they just didn't. They just didn't. All broken promises. All hot air to some extent. You were the King of Pentacles. You were very grounded. And had you been with the right person, maybe you could have actually accomplished something. But you were not vibing. The only time this person had passion or motivation in their life to maybe make these happen was to fight with you. I hate to say that. They showed no motivation. They didn't have any direction. You were probably the most direction they had in their life, and that's probably what they got from you. But they also rebelled against you because you probably triggered them. You probably reminded them of a parent or a disciplinarian or someone of authority that they rebelled against. This was probably someone who's always going against authority. And this is the other problem right here. So maybe there was a good chance he was dating other people because it isn't so much that he had options, right? The Seven of Cups is options. I think that this person at some point wasn't just focused on you, but focused on like, what would life be like if I was single again? What would life be like if I went after my dream job? What would life be like if I did date someone else? What would life be like if I had money and I was single? Like, they thought of a future and options of a future that was anything other than including you. At this point, they were just done. Notice how they're looking at the options and you are facing the opposite direction. Y'all were not even on the same page. You weren't even looking in the same book. So there's probably a good chance this person was dating multiple people. Because instead of this person thinking about, well, if I'm single, I can have to go to college or I can start a career or whatever. This person was very low vibrational and they probably went after pleasure. That's pretty much what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see about who is this King of Cups. Who we'll do one row for the Emperor and then we'll do one row for the King of Cups. Who is this Emperor? Yeah, we'll use you. Who's this Emperor? Actually, no. You know what? We have the Hierophant, right? So the Emperor obviously wants marriage, but I want to use a different deck because this is this energy. So we're going to use a different deck. Okay, but we do have the Hierophant, so that did get out there. So let's see. Who is... Ooh, I might need another deck for that one. Okay, let's see. Who is the Hierophant? Who is the Hierophant? Ooh, Ten of Pentacles. This Emperor knows what he wants because he's a Ten of Pentacles. He's achieved a lot of the things that he wants. He has an idea. He has a plan. He knows how to get there. He probably has a house. He probably has a job. Or he's getting promoted. Like, he's got money saved. Like, he wants to build a family or create or whatever. That's who the Emperor is, right? I don't know what he is emotionally, but that's what he is. He's on the Chariot. When this person wants something, he goes after. This isn't about a choice. He doesn't make choices, and he doesn't get in this Chariot unless he or she knows what they want. And this person knows what the hell they want, and they want you. But are you ready for them? This person is always trying to find balance. They understand that life, see how it's wavy back there's a storm. They understand that life always has obstacles, but they're always working to stay balanced. Balance and harmony, homeostasis, equilibrium. That is important for this person, which explains why they're an emperor, right? This is why this is the emperor. And what else do we have? One more. Page of Swords. This person has an idea. So I want to explain this. This person has an idea of the type of love. And the reason the love is represented by a sword is because they're so analytical. Okay? They're so analytical. They're so practical, so logical, that even love has to be calculated. So this is already something that I can already tell that's I don't know that it's a limit. It just depends what you're looking for. It's not that this person can't talk about their emotions, but they could be a little bit stoic. They could have trouble, which is typical of a guy, right? I mean, there are women that way too, but definitely typical of a guy. This is someone who may not know how to express themselves. They can be a great provider and a protector, but they're going to have difficulty communicating because he's a page. Like this person, your ex was an excellent communicator. This person was not. But if you learn how to read nonverbal cues, or if you learn how to read body language and really pay attention to what they say, this could work out. It just depends what kind of person you are. Okay? Let me see. What do I got with you up in here? I got some swords, some wands. I'm getting that you're a good communicator as well. But I'm going to be honest. You are not an emotional person either. You are not. And there wasn't a lot of pentacles. So even though you come off as the Queen of Pentacles, you tend to only be grounded when you're paired with someone, whether with family or in a relationship. So it's a limitation to you. However, because you do well when you're with somebody, if you were to pair with him, y'all could be very successful. Because when you are paired with someone, you're not a Knight of Pentacles. You are a Queen of Pentacles. So it's just like, it's just like when you play an RPG game or D&D or something. When the right conditions are met, you get to use your ultimate and things like that. And that's kind of like your secret power. Okay, that was the Emperor. Now let's see what the King of Cups is. This will be our last one. I'm going to get another tarot deck out of here. Let's use this one. Who is this King of Cups? Shuffle this really quick, and then this will be the end of the reading. One more shuffle. Ooh, that one kind of popped out. I guess, well, I didn't get to use it, but just to show you what it was the Sun. I can see that. This is an emotional guy, so he knows how to be happy, but let's see if that comes out again. One more shuffle. We cleared the deck. Okay. Who is this King of Cups? Let's draw 4 cards. Knight of Pentacles. So this person is slow moving. They understand emotions are important, but they're not going to let them overcome them, which explains why they are a King of Cups. They're slow moving. So I didn't see much movement with this one, but so here's the thing with Pentacles. If we say things about time, Pentacles can be sometimes months to years. So same thing here. These are people who know you exist. And remember, good things take time. So don't become impatient. Okay? Page of Wands. This person I'm not going to say that they're not sexual. They obviously. Okay, so the first thing that came to me is that this person values stability and an emotional maturity over just like hooking up. Okay, this person, I'm assuming this person likes to have sex, but I also realize that they put a lower priority on sex because you can get that from anybody. What you can't get from everybody is stability. Okay. This person has been hurt by betrayal. So this explains why they are slow to the sexual energy, right? It's a lower, and this is why they're slower to move because they've been betrayed. Queen of Pentacles. So alone, you two are Queen of Pentacles together, right? Meaning that y'all know how to nurture things and save and do whatever. But together, I'm assuming you two could end up becoming a king, okay, or possibly an emperor. However, if you pair with the emperor, you're probably automatically going to shoot to a king or another or the empress because he's so good with material wealth and manifesting things in the material. They know how to work that energy. Whereas you two can do it together, but it's going to be harder for you. But again, what do you want? This person's stoic. This person has emotion. So this is the time. Like, this is going to take time. This is going to take months, maybe to a year, possibly. And I know y'all hate to hear that, but y'all know people in your life that maybe looking at you, or this could be a coworker. Because guess what? Even though it's coming up as a pentacle, this person could have been watching you for a year already. Right? If they're kings or the emperor, they could have been watching you for 6 months, 3 months. They could have been watching you for over a year. They could be working with you. They could go to church with you. And these people and these two individuals have been watching you. So I don't want to say that it's soon, but that's the energy that they're giving, right? Again, that's the thing with tarot. I don't like to do time, but that's the thing with tarot. This person could have already fulfilled that time, right? So I want you to be aware of that. So this is your choice. This was the X. This is one of the guys or women coming to you. This is one of the guys or women coming to you. And remember, Pentacle or Pentacle Emperor, and that could easily become an Empress or a King. All right. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like this reading. I thought this was a really good one. I really did enjoy these. I recommend getting them from Intuitive Kev. I got it on Etsy. It's called the Kipperish Oracle Deck. I really enjoyed this reading. I'm going to do this again sometime. I really, really enjoyed this type of reading. And please comment below if you liked it. Please share it. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. I really like reading tarot for people and helping them. And I'm going to say a quick prayer for you, and then I'm going to go. Mother of God, I thank you for all the collective of goodwill who came to my channel to get some advice from the angels and ancients. And I just ask that you please let it soak into their heart, their minds, and their souls. And please keep them in your holy mantle and protect them from all those who wish them ill will or the evil eye. In the most holy name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.